Hello everyone, welcome back to the next lecture on the design of springs. Today we are going to study about the walls correction factor and the design consideration for the spring. Okay, we'll discuss first what is the wall correction factor is and why it is required to introduce in your formula. Okay, so it is basically in order to take into the account the effect of direct shear stress and the change in the coil curvature. Okay, this is very important. If we the your spring is subjected to only direct shear stress, then it may not be required to introduce the walls correction factor. But when you take into the account the coil's curvature, then we have to introduce the walls factor. Okay, a helical spring is made up from the wire, and as I told you, it's a circular in shape and having the diameter d. Capital D is the diameter of the coil and small d is the diameter of the wire, and where n is the number of turns. So this is how it's a diagram which indicates this d is the diameter of the coil, this d is the diameter of the wire, and w is the load acting on the wire. We'll move to the expression for the walls correction factor now. See, wall derive an equation for the resultant stresses. Now, why derived? It is derived for the when your spring is subjected to the direct stress as well as the fatigue load, and where the radius of the curvature of the spring is comes into the account. So the equation is given by tau equal to k into 8wd divided by pi d cube, where this k is called as the walls correction factor and the value of it is given by k equal to 4c minus 1 divided by 4c minus 4 plus 0.615 divided by c, where c is called as the spring index, which is the ratio of diameter of the coil to the diameter of the wire. Now we'll see some of the design consideration, that is when we go for the designing of the spring, what are the consideration we have to take into the account. So these are some of the considerations. Space into which the spring must be fit and operate. Of course we have to design a spring as per the space available, values of the working forces and the deflection, correct, because the springs they are used for the deflection where there is the deformation takes place. So according to which we have to design accuracy and the reliability of the need for what purpose we are designing it. According to that we have to maintain the accuracy of the manufacturing of spring, tolerances and the permissible variation in the specifications, environmental conditions, okay, such as temperature, pressure, corrosive atmosphere, etc. Okay, so it should be overcome all these environmental conditions. Cost and the quality is needed. Of course, cost as the economical point of view and the qualities for the application point of view, both we have to think, and we have to design a spring for the application according to the need. Thank you.